Alright, so you've probably been struggling a little bit with the Rufus fight in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It is basically a lot like the Final Fantasy VII Remake fight, but he is a little bit more annoying. He has a little bit more actions that he does, and his windows are really short for counterattacks. So today's video, I am going to show you how to deliver a win against Rufus in the Musclehead arena towards the end of chapter 12. It is a very difficult fight because it is actually right after the Elena and Rude fight. Also, if you are doing it in hard mode, you will not be able to regenerate any MP, but you will be able to press the square button, press and hold the square button to be able to change your materia right before the fight. So this video is basically what you're seeing on hard mode, and I'm going to show you how to defeat Rufus in hard and easy mode if you're struggling with it. My name is Ghost of Etsy's. Let's get it. Alright, so first things first, let's go and take a look at what we are using. Umbral Blade. It is a really good one because it has reprieve, limit gauge guard, enhanced physical guard, and defense plus 50. You will need a lot of defense because you are going to be blocking a lot of the times. We are using the Cetran armlet for the lots of materia slots, the enhanced expeditionary medal. We are going to use steadfast block materia with the precision blocking materia. It is very important because, like I said, we are going to use it a lot. Chakra and ATB boost if you want. But more than that, you need, a little bit of vitality, speed, HP. You can also get first strike, and we are going to get a HP up and MP up materia also to be able to give us the most amount of survivability possible. Also, very importantly, you will add a time materia for haste, and if you have the blue materia for faster casting, you will absolutely need it because we are going to put it with our healing materia. Basically gives us more than 50% of cast time. It's going to be very important for you to survive. Alright, so Rufus is very annoying to take care of. Not only because of his sheer speed and mobility, but also because he is relentless in the usage of his abilities. And on top of that, whenever he uses an ability, sometimes he actually gets out of that ability range by doing a normal attack that hits you usually very hard. So what you want to do is basically take a look at his patterns. As you can see here, Gun Akimbo, every time he uses it in the air, what I do is every time he is done with the attack, I use my triple slash attack. My triple slash attack ability is binded to my L1 plus circle, so I know exactly when to use it, and you would have a great benefit if you also use the shortcuts in the combat settings of the game. As you can see here, every time he attacks and gets himself into the air, he will use reload when he comes back down. After using one of his abilities, he will also be in that reload state. And what you really want to do is basically use an ATB attack whenever he is in the reload state. It's the only way to pressure him, and whenever he is pressured, he can take about 4 or 5, maybe 6 different normal attacks. Another very important thing to understand is that we have steadfast blocking and precision defense materia on us. So what happens is if you actually block at the right moment, you can mitigate the damage completely. So you get immune, just like you just saw right here. When he does an attack with an exclamation mark on it, get the hell out of there because it's going to be nasty. And if you get hit with it, you are basically going to go down, and it's going to be not really fun. In my opinion, the most important attack to block is this one right here. Whenever he dashes at you and uses his gun to be able to basically hits you back. So as you can see here, I always take a lot of distance between me and him because I do not want to get hit by this exact attack. The only attack I want to get hit by is the one you just saw where he dashes into me, and then I can block, get the immunity, and then basically receive a little bit of ATB plus a little bit of limit gauge whenever I successfully block because of the materials we are using in the build. So you really want to be patient whenever he uses like this guns akimbo. You can basically use your triple slash attack. You are going to be teleported to him right away and then be able to do a little bit of his attacks. When you can see him going into the air, you know he will attack you from the air, so you can also block, wait for him to go back down. He is going to be in the reload state. In the reload state, you have two options, major options. What you can do is basically use haste, use your healing abilities, or use your triple slash attack to do a gap closing. So now that we know what to do, you need to use triple slash, you need to use haste, and you need to use your healing ability whenever he is basically reloading. And all the other time you want to evade these attacks and then block the one that he is dashing towards you. This one, the bad luck, you can also try to leave it all the time. When he uses guns akimbo, you get the hell out of the way, and if you have an ATB use, you use your triple slash attack. Once again, this is going to take a little while because there is a little bit of health back down in this boss, especially in hard mode like you see right here. But if you are patient and if you play accordingly, you have to play strategically, you will defeat him in no time. So this was for the first part of the fight. Yes, there is a good and a bad news about this fight. There is basically 3 different phases in this fight. So you have Rufus alone, and then you have Rufus and his Dark Star dog, and then you have Rufus alone once again. So 3 phases, they are pretty much the same, but I'm gonna give you one of the biggest trick in the whole fight is whenever you pressure him, don't choose everything you have. Use your haste, use your healing abilities, and most importantly, keep your limit. Because whenever you are going to do enough damage to Rufus, he is going to summon Darkstar, his companion. Alright, so let's talk about phase 2. Now that he is about half health, this is what you are going to see. So a cinematic from the actual infight. You are going to keep everything that you have, and Darkstar is gonna come into the arena. So this is a very, very difficult part of the fight usually, but if you did exactly as I did right before when we staggered him and we kept our ATB charge and limit, you can use your finishing touch limit on Darkstar really, really, really fast. That is if you unlocked it in your skill tree before, and if you are using the same accessories that I've shown in the beginning of the video. With this amazing limit, you can basically pressure Darkstar really, really fast. Do one focus thrust whenever he's pressured, and then go at him the maximum amount you can. So as you can see here, Infinity's End, whenever they are staggered, does a lot of damage, and I'm trying to really, really kill him the fastest I can because I don't want any of the bad things that's going to happen with the rest of the fight if you don't. So as you can see here, Darkstar is already dead, so it's been very, very fast. And now back to phase 3. So phase 3, fortunately for you guys, the worst part is behind us, so it's really a time for us to take it slow and do exactly what we did on the first phase. So he does not really change anything other than having Bravery and Fury on, so he is going to hit a little bit more, so don't be caught by any of his attacks because it's going to be really, really bad. And on top of that, he gets a little bit more, I think, leech and attacks because of his Fury. So what you want to do, once again, take your distances. When you see Hot Pursuit, you know he is going to use his dash, so gap closers, to come at you. Take a look at how he is doing it, and at this last second, try to block the attack. It might be a ricochet, it might be an attack, normal attack, but this is a great time if you have your at least full gauge or 1 gauge to summon Gilgamesh. If you do not have Gilgamesh, you can use Odin. It is as good because it does a lot of damage. Once again, try to get out of his ricochet attacks. Use your gap closer, so your triple slash attack whenever he is reloading, and you should have it really, really easily. As you can see here, I've taken a lot of damage, so fortunately I do have another limit. I hope for you guys that you won't, but if ever you do, we do have swift cast with our healing. So as you saw, the Kuraga spell for healing was done really, really fast, so we could have, even avoided the next attacks. What you can also do is whenever he is done dashing, you can basically pause the game and see if he does ricochet or if he does the normal attack. It's going to give you a split second to basically choose what you want to do, if you want to escape or if you want to parry. All right, this is it. Congratulations, you just defeated Rufus in hard mode or even in normal mode, but you just did it. Keep in mind, you might have to try a couple of times, but once you know his attacks and his patterns, you are going to have a breeze. Don't forget, use triple slash, and whenever he is reloading, give yourself haste and heal, and really be patient on the next steps. If you haven't watched my videos yet, you can take a look at these ones right here, and the Gilgamesh video is going to come up into the next video in the lineup. How to make him, how to actually get him, and why is he so good as a summon. My name is Ghost of Red Seas. If you like this kind of content, please leave a like, a comment, and a subscription. It is a free and fantastic way to help this channel, and I will be overly grateful for everything. Peace. See you guys later.